haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's right there. Hit the subscribe button right now so you can be posted on all our new content that we'll be delivering for you guys. Good morning, guys. Light, love, and positive vibes to all of you. I'm Truth.
I'm Stone.
And this is Journey. And this is Positive Perspective.
Listen, like I told you before, baby, God gave you the colors that blend well with my heart. Look, yeah, sterling silver with a heart of gold. And tonight I'll put your true colors to show.
On this show, we like to talk about the things that you guys, as well as us, don't normally talk about, whether it's relationship advice, the good, the bad, or the downright ugly, and how we see it from our perspective. So in today's episode, another question came in from one of my all-time favorite people, one of my biggest fans ever, Brownie2330, and she wrote this to me on Instagram, and she expressed that she wanted us to speak about the depression that people face on a day-to-day basis while they're in a relationship. Should you be able to hang out with your friends if they're the opposite sex of you and your partner is the jealous type? The struggles you had to face as a music artist, how do you make your relationship work? I think that was awesome. But I'm going to pass it over and see what my wife has to say first and foremost.
Dang. All right. So, yes, hanging out with the opposite sex, that's something that we don't really, I guess, have a struggle with in a sense, because we've been very open with each other since the beginning that, you know, this is our choice and this is where we maintain, this is where we're going to stay. And having friends of the opposite sex doesn't necessarily mean that things are going to go awry or, you know, there's going to be some kind of jealousy involved. You know, if you really are firm within yourself, then hanging out with the opposite sex really has no pull on your relationship that you have. You know, Truth and I are very open in that aspect. You know, he's allowed to hang out with whom he pleases, you know, because if you tell somebody, no, you can't do this, they're going to be like, I'm going to do it anyway. You ain't going to tell me anything, you know. Just like he's used a perspective before, you know, you tell a 6-year-old, you can't go outside, you lock the doors, they're like, oh, you think I'm not? I'm going to go outside, I want to see what you're trying to hold for me. You know what I mean? So if you allow there to be openness and availability to do what they want and if they please, so they can be their individuals and they can maintain being themselves, then there's nothing that you need to worry about. You know what I mean?
Something that we've learned, and I want to say shout out Infinite Orders, Ralph Smart, you're such an inspiration. But you breathing in that good ass prana, baby. I remember one episode that I saw from Ralph Smart, and he was saying how resistance makes stronger, which brought me to this whole ideal about a 6-year-old. If you tell a 6-year-old that they can't go outside, you know, resistance makes stronger. They're more curious now to see what's out there because of the restriction that you put upon them. I believe that's the same way in a relationship. If you tell someone that they can't text somebody, or if you tell someone that they can't see somebody right off the bat, not only is it a sense of control, but now it makes this person curious and want to do these things a lot more. And like I said, this is just from my perspective. I also believe that if you open up the playing field for someone and you leave no restrictions and you apply no resistance, you literally give your partner an open playing field, they're less likely, at least in our case, we're less likely to want to do things outside of a relationship and not tell each other, because it's open and it puts us in a position where we feel like if it's time to speak to each other, we can do so knowing that there's going to be no judgment and there's going to be no resistance or attitude. What I feel and what I want to do with my life has nothing to do with my wife. It's just something that I personally as a man want to experience or would like to feel or try or hang out or etc. And the same thing for her. She's her own individual. Just because we're married does not mean I own her. She's not on lease. I don't pay a monthly plan for her. She's my best friend, and like I said in the last episode, she's my homie without balls, and this is the way that we see our relationship flourishing. And as far as jealousy, you know, I've faced jealousy towards things that she's done and throughout our relationships, and I know that she's faced jealousy on things that I've done, because I wasn't always the best boyfriend, now husband in the world. But I've came to the conclusion in my life that jealousy has nothing to do with what she's doing. jealousy has everything to do about what's going on inside of me. Maybe it's a lack of confidence, maybe it's some sense of insecurity, or maybe those thoughts of whatever she's going to do is going to separate us in a sense, or it's going to hurt me because I'm not yet at a place where I am totally confident and assured that if she wanted to branch out or hang out with the guy, just hang out or go out in any way, shape, or form, there's a disconnect that'll happen. And I know it won't be because of her. I realize that it's going to happen because of me, because I am not yet at that confident place, or I wasn't yet at the place where I'm okay with who I am to let her be okay doing what she wants to do. So when it comes to jealousy, my total belief is that when you build confidence in yourself and you start to look at yourself as being a great human being, I look at myself as being a great man, a great husband, a great father, a great artist, and I'm okay with it because there's no need to get jealous when I'm totally in tune to who I am and what I am. And I feel like it's the same way for my wife as well.
Oh yes, 210%. You know, in the beginning there was a little things that, you know, probably bothered us and made us feel some type of way, which, you know, it's totally understandable when you're first getting to know somebody. You have yet built that confidence, that security within each other, you know, even within yourselves. And so over time you get to understand this person and their wants and their needs and their individuality, and you're able to, you know, really fall in love and accept somebody 100% for who they are, regardless of anything else. You know, if you truly love somebody, you'll accept them no matter what. You know, their flaws, their imperfections that are perfections, anything and everything, every aspect of them. So, you know, in the beginning it was kind of a little bit different, you know, because he has a very unique lifestyle. It's an amazing lifestyle. It's very unique. I don't think most people live that kind of lifestyle.
If you guys do not know what polyamorous is, definitely take a look and read up on it. That's what I would consider myself in this relationship, and it takes a real strong woman and a real confident woman to accept that part of a man and still be okay with herself. And I admire my wife truly for this. I just wanted to interrupt. I'm sorry.
It's okay. And not for nothing, you know, being with someone that is that kind of lifestyle has not only allowed myself to become so confident within myself, but it's actually given me the opportunity to find out if maybe I like that kind of lifestyle as well. You know, it's been an awesome journey. We've experienced a lot. I can say that I don't get jealous. If anything, we're like, hey, together, so it's pretty cool.
Don't get girl. Anyway.
But yeah, you know, I think openness is the best key, you know what I mean? Telling each other. He'll even tell me like, yo, this is how I'm feeling about this one certain person. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, it doesn't bother me. It's like, I appreciate you and I honor you for telling me what's going on. Even if it's just a thought, even if it's not even going any further than that. But the openness and him being so vulnerable with me, allowing me to know every single thing that's going on. Like, I'm never left out. I can honestly say I'm never in the dark about anything. If anything, our life is like, about everything. So
it's one of those things where, you know, like I said before, you know, communication runs the nation, and honesty is the best policy. And if you start off with that foundation, the possibilities of where your relationship can go, I believe, are absolutely endless. You know, from friends that I've seen at work, at our business, you know, I've seen people talk about their relationships, and not to say that it's built on lies, but a lot of just easy breakable foundations, like someone's looks, or, you know, the finances that one possesses in that relationship, or even, you know, to the point where they're just not telling the truth to each other. And then there's a lot of gossip happening in relationships that I hear all the time at work, and I've realized that it's really going to be based on that initial honesty, that initial communication. If you start off with those policies in the very beginning, where your relationship can go is absolutely phenomenal. And I say that because this relationship of ours didn't happen overnight. It took a lot of communicating, some trial and errors, and some darn right ugly situations. But to be able to talk to each other and communicate through it, even when it's hard, realizing that it's just the communication. There's no bad perspective or good perspective. They vary to a degree if we don't understand what we're going through or what we're feeling. And to start off with a policy such as that has literally made us stronger, and now the relationship that we enjoy continues to flower, continues to blossom every day.
Yeah, definitely. To touch on his statement about, the understanding has varying levels.
Varying degrees, if you don't understand.
Yeah, okay. So basically, I want to break that down a little bit. So if it's just like a firefighter. If a firefighter, he's equipped to be able to go run into this fire, he's going to go. But if someone that isn't equipped for that and hasn't had the training, they're going to be like, whoa, they're going to try and back off. So over the time that we've had a relationship, we've got to been able to experience these different scenarios and situations to where we've now equipped for them. So there's no longer a sense of fear or, like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen, because at the end of the day, you know what's going to happen. So for us, it's like, okay, we're going to go to this situation, but we already know the ground rules, we already know what's going to happen, we already know what everything is, so what is there to fear? There's nothing to fear. We're equipped for any situation that's going to come up between us, which is really exciting. And you can adapt that policy into anything in your life. As long as you are equipped, then you're good to go. You're not going to have that fear. All that fear is just a misunderstanding and unknowledge of what is to be.
And something that you said that is really awesome just now, and I wanted to touch on it really, really quick before we end this episode, because I feel like a little journey over here.
You might be getting a little hungry.
A little hungry. He wants the boob. This is the booby bandit right here.
Yeah.
But my wife brought up something really, really awesome. Set your own ground rules. I feel like, and even we've done it before, we'll base our relationship on what we see on Instagram or what we see on social media or what we hear on a podcast, and then come time later on realizing that that's not even us. We were trying to be involved in this social normality of what a relationship is supposed to be like, or how we're supposed to act as a man and as a woman, the things we're supposed to do that are taboo, aren't supposed to do that are taboo, or the things that we're supposed to do that makes a great relationship. And then I realized how much that is BS. It's just a belief system. It's just BS. And set up your own ground rules in your relationship. What's understood between you does not need to be explained to anybody else. I put a post up recently asking what you want me to talk about, and I have gotten some amazing responses and ideas, and I wanted to express a couple with you today. Our first one came from a good friend of mine named Carissa Lissette, and she said, not sure how long you've been together, but how do you keep things fresh? Do you still date your wife? Tell us how you keep a successful relationship. We'll start with that. How do you feel about that, Mom?
Honestly, we haven't been dating each other the time that we've been together, and so when we got this question, we were like, whoa, hold on, let's take a step back. We noticed that was a key component in making sure that our life and our relationship stayed strong. So we actually have been dating for the past couple of weeks, which has been awesome.
We finally went to the movies, and it's been forever. But until we got this wonderful idea, we didn't even realize that we weren't dating each other. I mean, if you guys watching, if any of you guys are parents, it's easy to get sucked up to going to work, trying to take care of business at home, and being full-time parents as well. Sometimes you forget that there is a key component when it comes to your relationship that should always be nurtured and strong and strengthened. So we decided to go dating again. But how do we keep things fresh? The way that I personally keep things fresh with my wife is act like a fool towards her daily.
Yeah.
We have very small we don't have that many boundaries when it comes to our relationship. So a lot of it's open, and it gives me the opportunity to dance in front of her in the morning, pick her boogers in the afternoon, push her around, just enjoy the fact that not only is she my wife, she's also my best friend. And I wanted to say first and foremost, if any of you guys are thinking about marriage, from my point of view, I believe that you should marry your best friend. Literally, she is my homie without balls. But the way that we keep things fresh is literally we talk all the time. We talk every day. We talk every night. We talk throughout the afternoon, whether she's at work or I'm at work. Mm-hmm. We discuss what's wrong with each other. We just have open communication. I'm pretty sure y'all have all heard it before. Honesty is the best policy. Communication runs the nation. And we literally live by those codes. We believe that in order to have a successful relationship amongst each other, we communicate about everything, even the smallest things, because we've noticed sometimes that even the smallest things we hold on to, day by day, grow stronger within us. And one day, you know, one of us, I, most likely her, can pop off and lash out at any moment, and it's not pretty when she gets upset.
This is very true. Communication is definitely important. We literally talk in the shower, we talk over coffee, we'll be sitting there doing something, and then we're like, whoa, okay, let's just sit down. And we'll literally stop what we're doing, we'll sit down, and we'll have conversations about either how I'm feeling, how he's feeling, whatever it may be. You know, the smallest things. It could just be about, like, the dreams that we had that night. Like, whoa, these dreams kind of mess me up, I don't know what's going on. You know, talk with me about it so I can either analyze it, figure it out, find out the meaning of it for my life, and then let's move forward. Let's push past this because it's giving me a little bit of a halt in my progression and what I want to do. So,
a lot of did I interrupt you?
Go ahead.
A lot of our great conversations comes while I'm probably in the shower or she's in the shower and one of us are pooping right next to each other. That's usually the best way for us to communicate is when one of us is in the shower and one of us are pooping in the same bathroom. We tend to get a lot of things out and we tend to get a lot of things covered. So I recommend to you guys, if you're that close to your partner, do not be afraid to poop and have a conversation with them while they're in the shower. Just make sure you flush. Don't flush.
Don't flush.
Don't flush.
But open the window and spray some air freshener.
There you go. And as far as dating, you know, we wanted to do the typical, you know, go to the movies or catch dinner, which just recently for Christmas, you know, we received a couple gift cards that we used recently to go do those things. But we wanted to take it a step further, and we consider this video us dating. You know, we wanted to make this channel together because we wanted the opportunity to have more time together, knowing that we both have very extreme schedules throughout the day, and this will be the one time in our day where we can really just talk to each other, talk to you guys, have fun with that little baby boy here, and express ourselves. And as we're talking to you, we're also talking to each other.
Right.
So it gives us an opportunity to really, really connect and look at this from the perspective of we are dating and not that we're just doing a YouTube video to try to provide value to you guys. I believe personally that the change and shift in your mindset, intention, transforms everything. So I've put the intention that this YouTube channel is going to be a way for us to really connect and bond with each other, on top of being happy and providing value and sending all our energy your way.
Mojo.
And I'm excited. How about you?
I'm super excited. Just like he was saying, you know, this opportunity to do this video together really gives us like a very raw and vulnerable explanation of how we feel and what we're doing in our relationship. Like, you know, we're saying this on camera, we're being completely open and vulnerable, so the way that I'm going to express it to you guys is not the way I'm going to express it to him when we're just together in a room somewhere and he's like, yo, how do we feel about our relationship? You kind of come to like our relationship is good. But when we're like this and we're being able to explain it to an audience so that they get a full understanding, we actually get to understand ourselves. So this is not only helping us, but it's helping you guys as well, and it's epic.
Yeah. There you go. How did you like that one? No, it's great, guys, and I recommend that if you have a partner right now, if you are with someone that you're not quite sure about, or things aren't perfect at the moment for you guys, just remember that perfection is an illusion, and 200%. Other people's opinions are not real. Shout out to Gary Vee. You know, we tried to be perfect before, and it led us down a path that almost broke us up plenty of times, and we realized that just the small progressions that we make every day, whether it's taking time out of our day to spend 5 minutes just cuddled up, or we bought this book recently from Barnes & Noble, which is called the Mindfulness Book, and I recommend that for you guys as well. It's a book full of puzzles and word findings and a few other games that literally put us in a moment at night. We try to do it 30 minutes before we go to sleep. We'll sit down together, we'll talk about our day for a couple minutes, we'll open up the book to whatever puzzle we feel at the moment. And the best thing about this mindfulness book is that it has a lot of quotes, a lot of beautiful, beautiful quotes from amazing people from all over the world. And reading those quotes have literally brought life into our life, as well as giving us a time to bond with each other with these puzzles. So if you guys want something small to do to try to, have some bonding time or build something together, that's something I would recommend to start at a minimum, is to do 30 minutes at night. We all guys just really enjoy each other's company. Make sure the baby's asleep, because if there's a poo-poo diaper or there's crying going on, 9 times out of 10 you guys will not be focused on this puzzle. No. But this puzzle is amazing. And another thing I think about in the morning is wake up and tell your partner that you love them almost immediately. Say their name. People love to hear their name. So I would say, Angelina, I love you, or you're my baby, or all this good stuff. Puts a smile on both of our faces, and that energy tends to carry us throughout the day. And if we're feeling like our energy is starting to diminish, in a sense, we do our best with each other to lift each other up, because we know that we're only as strong as our weakest link. So we try to empower each other daily.
210%, definitely giving each other encouragement, and when you're in the moment and you're able to be present, which this mindful book definitely does help you do, you're able to pick up on when your partner isn't vibrating at their highest, and you can be like, hey, give them words of encouragement, let them know that they are the amazing human beings that they are, and anything that they go to accomplish during the day is going to be accomplished 210%, because they're amazing and they can do it. That's one thing that I know that we do for each other. We lift each other up, we help each other out, and we try to do our best to maintain being present. But also, the one thing that I've noticed and come to find out, that taking time for yourself is probably the biggest help in a relationship, because if you're so focused on your other part, then you might become resentful, like, oh, well, I don't do anything for myself, I only do it for my partner. But if you actually take the time to be able to be alone, to take some time for your self-care and for your self-love, you'll be able to give that love out tenfold, and you'll be able to understand that, I love myself just as much as I love him, and things just start running smoothly. And it's amazing. It's really awesome. And I've noticed that, through Jonathan's journey and what he's been doing, he's really been kicking it up notch after notch after notch, and he takes the time to invest in himself, because investing in yourself is investing in others, and it's amazing.
Do you see why she's my wife now? I encourage you guys, drop a comment. We're not perfect in any way, shape, or form, and all we're doing with this channel is trying to provide value through our perspective. And there's some things that we don't know that we would like to try to really strengthen our relationship and take it to the next level. So I encourage you guys to comment and let us know what you think a great relationship is like, or things that some of you have done, or ideas that we can do together to really, really strengthen our relationship. Like I said already,
drop them pointers in the comments.
There you go. Like I said already, this is not us trying to spiel to you on what to do and what not to do, but we're just giving our perspective on what we've done that's kept us strong these last couple of years that we've been together, especially being new parents to this little one. It's definitely been a journey, and that's why we named them Journey, because this life has been a journey, and it's full of adventures, it's full of ups and downs. But if you learn to appreciate the downs just as much as you appreciate the ups, the balance is amazing. And even he said it. See what I'm talking about? But I encourage you guys, let us know what you feel is something that we can do, or what you think is a great relationship. What is something that can be done, or things that you guys have tried or do with your significant other that strengthen your relationship, that maybe we can find interest in as well, and we can all tackle this together.
I agree, 250%. I want to know what you guys got going on, because there's some things that you guys might have discovered that we have yet to discover. So just drop all your information, drop any comments, things that you want to see in our next episode, whatever it may be.
So guys, with that said, we hope that we've done the best in our power to provide value and insight from our perspective on what it takes to have a successful relationship and to continue building even when things aren't perfect or doesn't seem good at the moment. But also, we are not perfect. We're not a perfect couple by any means. So once again, we encourage you guys, in the comments below, drop a comment. Let us know what you and your significant partner do to keep a great relationship, and what things you think that we should try to take our relationship to the next level. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's right there. hit the subscribe button right now so you can be posted on all our new content that we'll be delivering for you guys. All types of ideas are coming from all over the world, and we want to share our perspectives with you guys. So once again, my name is Truth.
I'm Stone.
I hope you keep it groovy like a smoothie, baby.
And may the day bring you many butterflies.
Stay wavy, baby. I think we killed that shit.
Oh,
I think we killed it. Good morning. And said, good morning, guys. How's your hand taste? We killed it. I said we killed it. I'm Truth.
I'm Stone.
And this is Positive Perspective.
You forgot Journey.
Shit.
Listen, like I told you before, baby, God gave you the colors that blend well with my heart. Look, yeah, sterling silver with a heart of gold. And tonight I'll put your true colors to show.
If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's right there. Hit the subscribe button right now so you can be posted on all our new content that we'll be delivering for you guys.